Hey Taurus, hello Seeker. March. March to the beating of March. I'm working with the Golden Universal Tarot. I'm picking up suddenly, I'm feeling like this very tired but satisfied type of feeling, like coming home after a long day, but that was, very dynamic and very fulfilling, and just sitting in your favorite corner on the couch or tucked in your bed watching your favorite show, something very warm and very homey. So that's fun to feel for you. It's when a Taurus feels comfortable where they're at, that's when they are at their best. It's really, really important, Taurus, that you are physically and emotionally comfortable. When you are uncomfortable, again, physically or emotionally, and it's not from a place of, working on something that you're passionate about, that's when you lose yourself a little bit. You lose your intuition, you lose your instincts, you lose your sharp thinking. So, Taurus, it's important for you to be lazy, come on, I don't actually mean lazy, you know what I mean? Allow yourself to do the things that can be perceived as such, Pamper yourself, take care of yourself, take your time, sleep longer, take a longer shower, get that special soap, I don't know. Make it feel really good around you. You are Venusian. You need beauty. You need art. You need it. Okay? It's not a privilege for you. It's not a want versus need. The things that people see as want is your needs. You are here to express what life can be in its full glory and beauty and poetry and artistry and joy and serenity. And if the leader of a certain aspect of life is not leading by example, others can't follow. Don't mess with nature's equilibrium, Taurus. Make sure you're happy. Make sure you're comfortable. It's very, very important. If you're cross-watching for a Taurus, make sure they are lifting their feet up and taking the rest that they need and just feeling darn good. Okay? If you're wondering what to get them for an early birthday gift, a massage. Okay? And it's coming forward strongly this month. Okay. Did you see that? Seven of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Oh my goodness. Okay. Seven of Wands. Four of Pentacles in the upright. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. And Eight of Cups in the upright. Did I not just tell you gotta be comfortable? Some of you are gonna push yourself. Some of you really need me to say this because you're about to push yourself to the limit of standing up for, fighting for something. And very quickly, you are going to let go of that hold and let it be and just move on. Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Seven of Wands. There's something that isn't going according to plans, or something that you want, or something that you think you need, and you're insisting on it, and probably from a righteous state of mind. Like, I'm not saying it in a bad way, quite the opposite. It's something you know is, this is justice, or this is what's right, and this is what you're normally willing to stand up for and fight for. But something about the energy now, the Piscean energy, Venus being in Pisces, is not going to allow you to do it. It's going to be like Taurus, Taurus, put your feet up. Taurus, just don't have that argument. Don't have that last word. Don't teach them how it should be. Don't write that angry post, even though it's super true. Energy is really guiding you to the path of least resistance. Some of you, your mind is going to insist and resist, but this time it won't persist. This time your spirit is going to spank you and be like, you got it for your own well-being. It's important. Bottom of the deck, Strength, the Chariot, and the World. That's a big deal, okay? Because something way bigger and way more important is coming in and is about to play out in your life, Taurus. And you can't be busy with what might seem to you right now is important, but you'll very soon discover, compared to what is coming, is absolute nonsense. It will require you to exert all the knowledge that you've attained, the skills that you've attained, not in a bad way, in a very, very good way, actually. I think you're going to be... It's like you're going to take a wrong turn. You'll see it as a wrong turn, and you'll find yourself in like the opportunity of your life. Something very, very big. It's going to happen in the right time, in the right way. Strength, Chariot, the World. It's something very, very fulfilling that will give you center stage to your abilities. Take it. When it's given, when the stage is given to you, don't insist on a stage right now. Don't insist on holding the microphone. Wait for someone, and in a moment you least expect it, by the way, to give you that microphone. And then show them what you got. You will be in a position to really... Sorry. Oh. Third time's a charm. Another thing that I'm seeing is this thing has been waiting to come in for you, but there was someone resisting, saying, oh, I don't know if Taurus is the right person, or I don't know if we should give it to Taurus, blah, blah, blah. It's one specific person. And I see someone else standing up for you and being at your side, actually. And then the other person surrenders and it is granted to you. And that's awesome. I don't know what this is, but if that's the case, then that's good news. Oh. Do you like my little owl and feathers? It's actually moon. How you doing, Taurus? How are you? Are your feet up? Are you drinking tea? Are you eating that chocolate? I'm not trying to be stereotypical for Taurus or remotely sarcastic. I am so serious. It's like you need your rest before this is happening. Chariot the world. This is, you might be achieving some sort of victory or success that is very, very meaningful to you. It's a big scale. It's like something that you've been plowing towards for a long time. Some of you, like different different entities were pulling in different directions, and you were stirring that ship through tides and storms and resistance. You've been steadfast, and now the sky are telling you, let go of the wheel. Let now, okay, you've done everything you could. Now let the ocean take you. And even if it seems like the tide are taking you in a direction that you are not familiar with, or it's not in the map, it's leading you to that island. Taurus, trust me on that one. Trust me on that one. You will require to practice faith and a surrendering of some sort, just until the right moment when someone hands you the mic, and then you take back the reins and lead this chariot. Okay? Because you'll think you're lost, but then the fog will be cleared and you'll see it. And then you're like, ah, that's my key. But wait for it. Wait for the right moment. You will know. It will be very, very clear. You won't have doubts. You won't have to ask me. You won't have to. You won't. I'm telling you. I'm saying it. I'm saying it. It's right here. Taurus, it's right here in the cards. You're worried? It's been super tough? Yeah. Come back to this reading 3 weeks from now and tell me if I was wrong. Come on, I dare you. I dare you. Showing more for Taurus. Ace of Cups. I'm literally feeling it physically, this Ace of Cups now. Libra had a similar sensation of immense sigh of relief. Like, I'm picking up on like stress leaving your body. It's like you will feel it. If right now you're a little bit edgy, it's like it's just gonna leave your body and you'll feel very light, almost floating. Some of you will actually be floating. I don't know where you are in the world. Maybe it's a pool. I don't know, but when I'm looking at them, it's like I feel like she's floating in the water. Being carried. And there's full trust. Going from a lot of resistance and lack of faith, rightly so, reality has been challenging, to things just seemingly out of the blue sorting themselves out. But it's because you've completed some sort of lesson, a task, a cycle, you've ascended from it or will. This is very ascended master type of energy. I know most of you, it's not how it plays out. It's more like an analogy, but there is something holy about this combination of strength, chariot, wheel of fortune. I'm sorry, wheel of fortune, interesting. I'm supposed to say the world and ace of cups, but maybe wheel of fortune, okay? It's like you're conveying with the stars. You know the actual sensation that it brings? So, you know, like I said, floating. So it's almost like you're floating in the water under clear night sky where you can see the stars. And if you tilt your head a little bit, it's hard for you to tell when the water ends and the sky begin, because they reflect in the water, and it's almost like as the stars reflect in the water, it's like you're floating in space. There's also the possibility of traveling for love, someone traveling for love. Could be short distance, could be long distance, I don't know. If it's not love, it's a work opportunity that you might meet someone there, or somehow it will affect your love life. Like you might develop feelings to someone through work or through some sort of travel. I'm seeing land travel. The chariot can speak of a vehicle, but it could be anything. Show me more for Taurus for March. Okay. Queen of Wands. Very charismatic, talented, bewitching energy. Sagittarius had similar energy of being center stage, of performing, but it doesn't have to be the craft of acting or singing or anything. It doesn't have to be form of arts. It could be you just shining in your culture, in your neighborhood, in your school. I see you guys kind of tapping into a very luxurious energy, from the way you dress to the way you carry yourself. It's mostly the way you carry yourself, like the way you sit, the way you walk. Now it makes me super conscientious of myself. Like, okay, I need to sit straight. This is for Taurus. I'm picking up that some of you should probably wear like warm colors, yellows, reds, oranges. Something about those warm colors is going to bring a lot of life force in you, vitality. Some of you are getting an opportunity from a woman of some sort. Could be a project, could be a work cooperation. Some of you guys are moving from working with one person to working with another, from one partnership to another. We have the Queen of Swords here, and then we have the Queen of Wands. But I am feeling like the Queen of Swords is the energy of entitlement. Okay, someone entitled. An energy of resistance, entitlement, and judgment. And you're really moving away from that to an energy that is way more warm, fine, okay, fine. I was about to say fun, but fine and fun, and generous and vibrant. I see a cat I'm not just saying it because of the cat and the Queen of Wands, but something with the Sphinx on the Chariot card and the Lions in the World and the Strength card. I don't know, something with a cat. You're meeting a cat. What are they telling you? Hey cat, what's up? Sorry. Sometimes I'm in a mood. Are you new to my channel? Hello, new seeker. Join the Existential Shift. Why don't you? Why don't you? Show me more. Four of Cups and the Emperor. So, first of all, there's a lot of fire energy here. Don't miss an opportunity, Taurus. I think someone in a position of power is going to contact you to offer you something. Are they asking you out, or is it a job opportunity? Right? It can play out in all sorts of ways, but I think for some reason, whatever reason, you'll doubt their intentions. I think they mean business, possibly quite literally. I think this is a very serious offer / opportunity. The Emperor, don't waste time on nonsense. They cut straight to the chase. They would not, an Emperor would not offer you anything just for to pass time or just for whatever. There's a goal, there's a purpose, there's an understanding of whatever. And if they say something, they mean it. Especially here with Judgment. Judgment and the World card. You're really getting there, Taurus. You're tapped. I was about to say that you're tapping success on the shoulder, but now I'm getting you're tapped. You're tapped. What are you tapped for? Are you being chosen for something? Are you being... Yeah, you're... Taurus, take the mic. Speak. Like you're tapped on the shoulder and someone hands you the microphone out. It could be literal. It could be an analogy to the universe being like, Taurus, you're ready. You got this. You're ready. You're tapped. Get your butt out there and do it. Just do it. Let's see what's up with love. I'm going to show you the cards, rearrange to see what else can come up, and then I'm going to show you a preview of your extended that focuses on love. Okay? Here we go. So these are the major arcana. And we have 2 sevens, 2 fours, 2 queenies. Can you see them clearly from there? All right, let me look at this. Sorry if I'm shaking the table, my apologies. Sorry, oh my god, I'm just kicking things and like, there we go. There might be a disagreement of some sort of on a vision, not seeing eye to eye with someone, and then just letting go of it and being like, okay, let's agree to disagree, and moving to either doing something on your own or with someone else. This could literally be like changing an accountant, okay, or changing a representation of some sort, or moving from one internet service to the other. It could be as simple as that, but it could be a partnership that no longer sees eye to eye. But then as you embark on with your vision, after letting go of the arguments, letting go of the fight, and just kind of letting the opportunity, it's like there's a disagreement, conflict, and then you don't want to fight, you don't want to argue, you just let it go, and then an opportunity knocks or opens, a door opens, and you just, okay, you know what, I'm just going to take this route. Okay, I'm so happy I had this argument, because then I would stay loyal and not take this opportunity. But this opportunity is a big deal. Like a big deal. And there are some major ballers involved. There's some major players. And this can, it's not something that seems small. You recognize immediately the opportunity within whatever this is. Hopefully you grab it. And you understand that this opens a whole new portal for a completely greater experience. And I do pick up that for a lot of you it's career. For some of you it's love. Some of you are just exhausted from arguments and resistance and just sarcasm and passive aggressive and judgment and coercion and constantly being made to feel guilty. This could be the other way around, by the way, if you're a cross watcher. So you're on either sides, right? And then you meet someone amazing, and it's, you know what? I think this is over. This is done. I don't have the energy. I want to be happy. Something like that. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Double fours and double sevens. It just gives extra resonance to the number. Actually, we have 3 4s because of the Emperor and 3 7s because of the Chariot. Major Arcana can add to it. You can choose to look at it or not. In a way, we also have 2 8s here. 4 and 7 is the vision. The vision for a new reality, new future, building yourself, for yourself, something better, something greater, something else, and seeing it in your eyes. But it has to be built. It's like imagine being an architect. And you see the structure, you imagine it, but now you have to sit down and sketch it, and this is the sketching, and then this is the actual building, and both of them together, it's the vision. 4 is actually a very visionary number. I know it's get a bad rep for being a bore, or for being stubborn, or for just being matter's foundations, but if you go by Babylonian numerology, the ancient numerologies, and the actual meaning of the number 4, it's when creation becomes an empire, right? When the 3 becomes a 4, it's like, okay, there's the creative force, there's the imagination, but the cooperation, the fun, but then it becomes a reality. It solidifies with 4. So with combining it with 7, which is a very divine visionary number, but it's also a very analytical, scientific number, right? I would put architecture in it, absolutely. So it's the vision of a new solidified reality, okay? And that's all of this here. But right now what you have is bickering and disagreement and pettiness. And you're over it, Taurus, you're over it. So when they hand you that mic, sing from the top of your lungs as you float in space. Okay, let's see your love situation. So I'm going to do a double pentagram spread, a look into you and your person of interest. And I'm going to start it just a little bit to see if it jives with you, if it speaks to you. And then you could decide if you want to continue with me for your extended, that you can find link below. You can find it both on Vimeo and on Patreon. I would be ecstatic to have you join my Patreon. It's my little tribe of existential seekers, seers, and shifters, depending on the tier you choose. You have all the extended there for unlimited streaming, but also VIP content. You have, oh, hey, Ace of Swords. Yes, go for it. You also have like daily rune messages. You have lunar spirit readings aimed just for my patrons. Karmic shift and liberation. You can find all the signs there on the 3rd tier, but it can also be found on Vimeo. So decide what works for you, okay, guys? All right, so show me into Taurus and their person of interest, please. Love for Taurus and their person for the month of March. Show me the dynamic. Guys, don't pass forward. This is the time where you close your eyes and focus your energy into the cards as I shuffle. When it comes to energy, time is not chronological. So even if you're obviously watching this after I'm recording this, but you're also watching this as I'm recording this. So your intent in the cards, Taurus and their person of interest, please, for the month of March. Love for Taurus and their person. What is happening? I don't know why I forget to do this. It's a very important thing. But the major arcanas that we had, I will link them below. I will link how you get to the specific class of those cards, classes of those cards from my Tarot Masterclass Bunkai, in case you want to see their shamanic work and spiritual guidance, because the major arcanas that come out in your in your reading are the spiritual guidance for the month. So if you want to take it a step further and learn from me what I have to say about each of those cards, then you can rent them separately from my Tarot Masterclass Bunkai. And those of you who want to study tarot, I recommend the entire course, of course. The entire course, of course. But it's not necessary if you just want 1 or 2 or how many as you want classes, okay? All right. This is you, this is your person. If this sounds like you and this sounds like them, you may, of course, reverse the roles. In your mindset, 9 of Swords. In your person's mindset, oh, wow, Ace of Cups. Oh my God, Taurus. Before I talk about this is your mindset, this is your heart space, this is your actions, where you feel you stand, influences outside of your dynamic, past, present, and future potential for the month of March. Now, just so you know, so there's more to what I'm going to say to this reading, obviously. And I want to also first see what your runes are, because I also do a rune reading. So, runes for love for Taurus for the month of March. What is Taurus' rune The love life for the month of March. Show me Taurus's love for March. Suilo in the upright. Manaz in the reverse. Wungo in the upright. And Ehua is kind of laying down. Okay. All right. So, from your perspective, by the way. Taurus, you are not optimistic, completely worried. You think this can't happen, won't happen, will never happen. If it happened, then it will fail, and all the bad stuff in the world. Your person, on the other hand, is falling in love. Or they are expressing positivity for you. So you're super anxious and worried, and they're like, oh, Taurus is divine. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh at you. It's just the stark contrast, right? What makes you be like this when they are like this? We'll see further. I'm sure it's more complicated than that, but I'm looking forward to continuing this. I hope to see you there, and if not, I love you anyway. Duh. Watch your other readings. Subscribe, press the bell button, comment your thoughts. I love reading you guys. I always read your comments. Like the video, it helps the algorithm. And I'll see you really, really soon, Taurus, okay? Happy March.